I am here with senior Christine Turek. Christine, how are you doing today?
I'm surviving.
You're surviving. Well, good to hear. Could you just start off by telling everybody about yourself, who you are, and what you're all about, things that you're involved in, both in and out of school?
Yeah, so I'm the youngest in my family, so I kind of just get to follow everything else that my brother and sister do. Sarah is my older sister, and Luke is older, that's obvious. In school, I'm in band, obviously, speech and drama. I did speech for 3 years. We don't talk about freshman year because it was drama and it was upsetting. So I was really involved in that, was co-captain this year, and I'm also in NHS, which is fun. And outside of school, I'm in Girl Scouts, mostly just selling cookies, and pretty involved in my youth group. I have a lot of fun with them, do some random stuff, just hang out with my dog. He's a good boy.
Is there anybody that you would say has been the most helpful and inspiration to you in your time in high school, or anybody that you just want to give a shout out to in this video?
I think obviously my parents, since they've supported me throughout everything I do, always there, helping me with anything, and all my coaches just pushing me to do anything and just helping me throughout the way. Even if I don't want to do it, they force me to do things and I learn from it, so it's good that they're there.
What do you feel has been your greatest accomplishment that you have had throughout high school?
I think one of my greatest accomplishments was in speech and drama. I did MPA, which is Memorized Public Address. I got better each year, and this year I made it to state again and placed 4th, which was the best from the East. And I beat this one kid that we nicknamed her Bubbles. And I beat her, and that's all that matters. And so I think that would be one of my greatest accomplishments.
Talk about your musical path. When did you start your music career, going into when you started band? And take us back to what was it like when you first started band class?
Yeah, so before I actually started any band instruments, when I was like in kindergarten, I started playing violin because my mom played it. So little me was like, I want to play that too. So I learned that, and then my parents forced me to take piano lessons, like any good parents. And I did piano lessons for like 5 years. And then when I was at RAU, we started band in 6th grade, and our teacher let us like try out each of the instruments. And then he gave us 2 suggestions of what instrument we should probably like pick up. And mine were the flute or the trumpet. And it was kind of funny because Sarah, my older sister, played the flute and Luke played the trumpet. So it was either I was going to follow Luke or follow Sarah, and I went with the flute. I couldn't really see myself playing trumpet now, so I'm glad I picked the flute. So then I came into the middle school band, 7th grade, stuck with flute, and then my freshman year, you were like, you should play bassoon because we don't have one anymore and we have too many flutes. So I was like, okay, sure, why not? So now I play the bassoon, and I'm glad because in college I'm going to be playing bassoon for the band, so I'll get a scholarship. So
throughout high school, what has been the most memorable performance that you've ever had?
I think one of the most memorable was our freshman woodwind quintet. That was an utter disaster. So we had, a bassoon, flute, sax, and clarinet, and there was 2 freshman clarinets, and we held blind auditions. And I remember you walking into the practice room when you were doing that, and you're just like, what is going on? Yeah, so that was a disaster. We sounded absolutely terrible, but we played at the festival, and for some unknown reason, the judge gave us a 1, which meant we got to go on to state. And everyone was just so mad at us because we did not deserve it in any way.
What has been your favorite overall high school band memory? We've done a lot of trips. We've gone a lot of places. What has been the memory that sticks out to you the most?
Well, I mean, obviously any of the trips we've taken have been a lot of fun. But I think my favorite is when, for pep band, I think we're at like divisional volleyball or something. And we're playing right along. And this is when Lorraine was still playing her oboe for pep band, which is a bad idea. And in the middle of the song, her oboe just fell apart in half and fell on the ground. And she was just so shocked and confused, and we were all laughing, and I didn't finish playing. No one was playing at that point. And then when she went over to you with like 2 pieces of oboe, it was just like, help. I think I've been around Lorraine almost every time she breaks an instrument, which, I mean, maybe isn't a good thing, but yeah, good times.
What advice would you have for any current band students or students who are maybe thinking about doing band, or who are planning to do band, or are maybe on the fence about doing band? What kind of advice would you give to both future and current band students?
My advice to them would just be try something new. I mean, I tried the bassoon, had no idea what I was doing, and now I get to play in college. So if you have, like, take any opportunity that you can, whether that is like a new instrument or auditioning for something or anything really, just take all the opportunities that you can, because you never know where they could lead you.
Christine, I want to thank you for being here today and for taking the time to talk. Going back into the story about you switching to bassoon, there's one thing that I think everybody should know, and that's that the bassoon is one of the most complicated instruments to play. And it's not an instrument that, any person who comes up to me and says, I want to learn how to play the bassoon, that I would be like, oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because it is a really hard instrument. It takes, I think, not only a certain skill set, but a certain personality to really take on the bassoon. And it takes patience, it takes hard work, it takes practice. And you absolutely were the perfect candidate to start that instrument in particular, because you are all of those things. You are hardworking, you have patience. You might not think you have patience, but you have patience. And you have the drive to do well, and knowing that was a role in the band that we needed to play, and you wanting to fill it was perfect for everybody involved. I'm so glad to hear that you're going to continue on, because I do believe you're an excellent bassoon player, and I think that college is just going to take you to that next level. And so I just want you to know how extremely proud I am of you, and how you've exceeded my expectations in every way. So congratulations on a great journey throughout high school, and I wish you the best of luck after high school.
Thanks.
Go back.